Hello there, Internet's MegaMogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra for you guys today. And today we're gonna feature a deck built by TL called TL because Kindred. We're gonna feature Kindred and SWAIN, which is a deck that I ran into. I think it was in yesterday's video, if not the day before. I'm not exactly sure. My memory's a bit iffy because I've been brewing a lot lately, and yeah, I don't quite remember if it was with the Echo deck or if it was with the Braum deck that I ran into it. So let me know which one of the two was. But I am going to take something back that I said. You know, I was very intrigued when I saw Kindred and SWAIN, and I said, oh, I may even take inspiration from this match because it's a deck that I've been wanting to build as well. But when I saw Go Hard, I was like, disappointment. You know, it could be so much more interesting if it didn't have Go Hard, because I'm kind of tired of Go Hard from Ari Kennen, amongst other things, and I basically became the disappointed dad meme, right? And yeah, I take that back, honestly. I was just negatively biased towards the card, and no reason for me to say something like that when in reality Go Hard makes a tremendous amount of sense in this deck and enables a lot of really dope synergies. This is not exactly the same as the version built by TL. I've made some changes because I think there are some flaws within the deck itself, but the shoutouts go to him, and you'll see a link to his channel in the description down below. So yeah, what changes have I made? First of all, I don't believe you ever justify running a full set of Glimpse Beyond in this deck, because if you don't draw House Spider, Glimpse Beyond just becomes utterly useless. There's just not enough units to kill reliably with it, and you can draw potentially 3 in a match with no House Spider, and you just automatically lose. So I don't think you can ever justify Glimpse as a 3-of, but you can justify it still as a 2-of because it does enable some really neat synergies with Buru Sentinel, not only with Kindred, but with this as well, because it does count as slaying a unit. And you do have Vile Feast to try and enable it as well, but I would never go above 2 because it really does hurt the deck's consistency, in my opinion. I'm also running a full set of Withering Wail because I think Withering Wail enables Scorched Earth much easier, and also we're running a one-off of Auric Glinthorn, right? So those are the major changes that I've made personally, and now I'm going to talk about what the deck is trying to do, you know? There's always some... As much as I love Kindred, there's always some issues playing Kindred on this channel, right? I have to run into the billion comments whenever I even dare, you know, pronounce them as he, because sometimes, you know, I'm focusing on my plays and I'm not really keeping track of my English or the proper use of pronouns, especially considering these are indeed 2 units. But when you play Kindred alone, you see your brain generally focuses on this thing right here, and then people are like, well, it's clearly a female. I'm like, really? Clearly? How? You know, it's just it's like a goat thing with a mask. Like, I don't fucking know. It's like a furry. Like, how am I supposed to know his gender? I don't even know. But I know it's them. Sometimes I slip up and I call him. All right? I say this because every time I upload a Kindred video, I get like a billion comments from like the Kindred fanboys and fangirls that just go wild if you misrepresent them. And even sometimes I even get people like saying, well, oh, you must feel very oppressed, like if it was any sort of political statement. This is not about pronouns. It's about like actual two beings, you know, instead of one. Like it's kind of wild, like the amount of shit that I have to deal with whenever I play this champion. But yeah, first world problems, am I right? So yeah, I do know it's them, all right? I've known it for a long time. I refer to them as them for the majority of the time, but sometimes I slip up, okay? Timmy, will you forgive me if I mess up? Because I don't even know if I did it in this video, to be honest. But if I did, hopefully you can forgive me. Let's move on. So we are playing Kindred and SWAIN. They work really well together in this deck because we enable a lot of pings with Go Hard and also Vile Feast to enable both Ravenous Flock and Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth can be very clutch against Demacia decks with Targon, for example, as you know, the dragon can get very big and that we can actually eliminate it, even though we have to be careful of a Chain Vest Guiding Touch combination that can really shut us down otherwise. But generally speaking, we have really good pings that can help us out against Ari Kennen as well, and allow us to keep up with their tempo, and enabling Ravenous Flock to get a buffed up Buru Sentinel who just goes Nakapupura. I don't know who Nakapupura is, but he's really obsessed with that thing or individual or god entity, I don't know. And we let him, you know, talk about her. Even though we don't understand what he's saying, it's very important that he stays happy because he becomes a 5/4 with Fearsome for 3 mana. That allows us to apply a lot of pressure despite the reactive nature of our deck. It's always very nice to have cheap, you know, proactive behemoths like this guy to, you know, especially when we run into control matchups, right? So it's a very, very, very good unit and good addition for this deck that I really like. How Spider gives us a little bit of early presence that can help us against aggro and also apply pressure for slower decks as well, while also enabling Ravenous Flock with our Spiderling blocking and all that stuff. And also very important for Glimpseon to be enabled because this card can be a liability if you don't draw certain components. And then we have the Catalogue of Regrets combo with Go Hard so that we can enable Pack Yo Bags and essentially wipe out the opponent's board and get an easy level up for Swain, as we can go for the Swain Leviathan late game win condition. Running a full set of Vengeance alongside Scorched Earth allows us to really deal with high-end threats, which is something that we would otherwise really struggle with, which makes the Pantheon matchup much better than it would be otherwise. And I run a one-off of Iron Glinthorn, like I said, because I'm running a full set of Withering Wail, and it's also a great way to get extra value out of the Go Hards. I can start pinging Go Hards with Catalogue of Regrets. I may not get Pack Your Bags that turn, but with our Glinthorn on the board, I can threaten a very nasty open attack, essentially stunning their entire board. And it's just a really, really neat champion combination that works really well with each other and applies a lot of pressure and gives you just really strong threats, you know, turn 4 threat that they have to deal with, turn 5 threat that they have to deal with, and it's really fun. I really enjoy this champion duo, and hopefully you guys enjoy the games that I got today. Pretty good, diverse matchups, and good quality stuff, even though I generally say that every single video. I'm biased, what am I gonna do? But I think it's fun, so yeah. I'm gonna stop talking and rambling and stuff because I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Love ya, have a solid day, thank you for watching, stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. If you like, if you enjoyed the video, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Power of Good. We're facing the Power of Good and the 2 beautiful men in our first game. And I know I look very tired, I literally just woke up, okay? We're gonna go ahead and keep the... I want to keep Kindred and Swain and Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth is actually very reliable here. The game just want me to have Leviathan. Scorched Earth is very reliable because units can get really big in this region, and being able to just take them down. Yikes! Not what we want to see. Like 2 Leviathans in our opening hand, but you know we did mulligan it away, so we drew 3 Leviathans already. All right. You generally do want to keep the champions though. There's the Go Hard. You don't have to really go for it right now. Especially not against this thing with the tough now. We're gonna have to find another way to deal with it. Alright. I am ready. I mean, I kind of just, I gotta pass.
I will die when I am ready.
I want to keep this Arachnoid Sentry. It can be really useful later. Really unfortunate set of draws, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna drop Kindred. Really unfortunate draws, considering we mulliganed away the Leviathan and we had to draw it back to back, and then we just couldn't not find the turn 3 play. I mean, I did keep three cards that didn't enable that, right? But still, we should have been a bit more lucky. Let's pass here. I don't mind taking a hit here. Now is when we can make good use of the Arachnoid Sentry. If they develop something here, like a Tarek. Yeah. No, you don't. Stay where you are, friend. I'm gonna go for a Go Hard here. try to force some plays. Now we do this. We keep this Vile Feast in the back.
Never.
Are you there, dear wolf?
I am, little lamb.
Are you sad?
I am.
What does it feel like?
A long hunt with no kill.
If he wants to, he can't single combat me anymore, so I can always play Swain now. Well, he can single combat Swain is the problem.
The feud for the men. Do they know, little lamb?
They will.
They will. I like the Catalogue of Regrets here. Nice. Nice. Play this.
By my spear, the gods will know war.
I don't mind. He's gonna rally, gonna hit us, but we'll take that damage.
Onwards!
Be still.
Patience is a tactician's greatest tool.
Could have kept the Vile Feast, but it's fine. Alright.
One to remember us by.
Maybe dropping this is a bit, but I mean, to be fair, like I really want to get the value, and I can just kill this Pantheon now with a combination of Vile Feast and that.
The hunt begins. I smell prey. Pledge or perish.
Swain will be like easily killed here. The Vile Feast.
The hunt begins. Lead on Noxus.
I can't go under this. I can Vile Feast my own unit. Man, that chain vest is brutal.
Never.
Just need him to not get like something crazy like scouting or so.
I will make the gods remember this day.
Lifesteal, Fearsome, Challenger, Regeneration, and Impact. Okay, that's manageable. That is certainly manageable. Problem is Challenger. Challenger is really concerning. Because he can challenge this. And he already, like... and no matter what I do, I can't damage him because of the chain vest. Ah, this Spiderling, man. Seem to not have a rally. Oh! my god! Okay. Okay, oh, the Kindred. Oh!
Fast now.
It knows.
Oh, it knows.
Order, sir.
Bring forth the army. We're going in. These Leviathans that we've had since turn 1, man. What the fuck? I can level up. Can I level up Swain? I can. We gotta go hard here.
I've got your back.
Alright. And now we go double this. And then
After the battle of Radiance ceased.
They will.
and that's it.
Leave them nothing.
Always attacking with this guy last. Because he'll get bigger.
Shield up.
And that's exactly lethal with the Leviathan, baby. Let's go! Oh! God, what a clutch game! Oh my lord! This is like so fitting for the emo. Whoo! Got him! Far away! I forgot the quote! Alright, mushrooms. Well, I like having go hard in my opener. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Ravenous Flock as well. We're gonna drop one Swain. You generally do want to keep Swain in the hand though. And Kindred. Beautiful. I just love the fact that I can go hard Teemo round 1. I was so dumb when I said this deck wasn't interesting when I ran to it, just because, you know, I'm biased against go hard because you know, RE cannon and stuff. I mean, I will explain that in the deck tech, but this is a really, really dope list. And I take back what I said. I mean, I was in the middle of the game, and I see go hard, and I'm like, I've seen so many variants of go hard now that I'm just like, but no, this is such a cool concept.
I smell a rat.
I smell prey for my little spider. I wonder who's right. Gotcha. Go! You can combine potentially
Not by a long shot.
Glimpse with Kindred.
Employ them once, they said.
Shall we, dear wolf?
I'm ready, little lamb.
Scoping the area.
Could have a missing shot, but I'm gonna go for it. Alright. Even with that exchange, we prevent him planting flash bombs. And honestly, what I want to do now is I want to lead off with a Withering Whale. Because this will enable a Caitlyn prey. This is really clean, and he's very low on cards. He's already thrown a Mystic Shot, so the odds of him being able to answer this Kindred this round are actually very low. Oh, okay. Not even bad. Not even, okay, alright. That's a cheeky play. Too bad we got the Ravenous Flock. Bitch! I should have attacked first. Mistake there.
Heart beats fast now.
It knows.
I missed out on 4 damage. That's a misplay. I got too excited. Ooh, venges. Alright. Sure. Okay, he's planted not enough, so I think I can drop Stinking One for now. Because I can go hard my own Stinking One to trigger this. Yep. I'm gonna take damage here. I don't mind. I mean, do I kind of mind. It's a bit of damage that I'm taking for no reason. Maybe I should be more patient. It just drops. No, I want to get rid of this. Problem is, I gave him 4 damage, and the way I'm losing. Well, this is fine. It's a lot of momentum. I'll take the 4 damage just to get rid of this.
This was fun. Who will we chase now?
Everyone, dear wolf.
Gonna pile up our attack.
Born a patrician.
I became a soldier. I'm gonna play Swain. No fearsome blocker for Swain. Alright.
Tear them apart.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
That is very interesting. He took a lot of damage there. Novelist shit! It's fucking mushrooms. What you got for me?
I've always been a fun guy.
Let's do it with style. We killed the little dude. And then we hunt the old man.
They will.
They will. How about that? And we got double vengeance here for whatever it is they want to throw at us. Alright. That it? The moment you play another unit is the moment you're donezo. The pressure is real because Kindred discourages him from developing, but Swain has fearsome. The funny thing is he survives a Swain attack. Like he actually survives an open attack from me. Okay, there you go. Vengeance is stinking up. I'm tired of that fucking thing. He sealed the deal for himself by going for that mystic shot. Because now you don't survive. Now you die. We got the thumbnail here, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Nowhere near enough buff caps to, you know, even with like a top deck insider knowledge, we're pretty good. I don't want to jinx myself because we did have that game a few days back, you know, but to be fair, like they played entrapment twice and we drew 2 entrapped cards. So different scenario, you know, there is a limit to how crazy variants can get, and with 28 puff caps, that means there's less than 1 mushroom per average on each card.
Tell me a story, Lamb.
Once there was a star that crashed down to Earth.
Did it crush anyone?
It tried to, dear wolf, but it met its match.
What happened to it?
The star was returned, and from it, a man was reborn.
Is that Pantheon? Did Pantheon just like win One Punch Man on a meteorite or something? Can somebody explain to me that story? Explain the lore. Oh, this man just rage quit, didn't he?
Such little lies. There the chase ends.
More lie ahead.
Round 3. By very high, like this guy was like almost 700 unranked with aggro spiders. All right, well we're gonna keep Ravenous Flock. I want to mulligan relatively aggressively for. I mean, I like Arachnoid Sentry. Yeah, I have the Arachnoid Sentry Ravenous Flock combo, so I'm gonna keep this entire hand. We have good units, and while we're missing Go Hard,
No one's the wiser.
you know, we can take a little bit of damage here. We can play the House Spider, and all of a sudden we have an easy blocker for that with the Spiderling. And we have Vile Feast as well. Now for that trade, if not, get a little bit of damage on him. Now we have Sentry into Flock, which is completely holds him if he wants to open the lease or something here.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
I think I'm okay with this because he could always have a Noxian Fervor, but I mean at the same time, I end up at 14 instead, and I get a card out of him there. I'm gonna go for it. I feel like he's baiting me, or not, or not. Okay.
The sea is too shallow a grave.
There's nothing to fear.
For the Empire.
Nope. Got cheeky there. And now we got Super Burrow. That was a neat play though, honestly. Like playing the Imperial Demolitionist to bait me into that and then getting the Stygian hit. That was pretty slick. That was not bad at all. Buff there, we're still able to block into that, and now we're gonna go with you here. Halt him completely. Flock that away. Strike with Buru here. Do a little bit of damage on them. Catalogue of Regrets. Vile Feast. We get the Vile Feast back. No Noxian Fervor. We got the Go Hard, and we're just shutting him down. Shut him down. Beating up some aggro. All right. I'm gonna Vengeance here. Now we're the aggressor.
Destination in sight.
We're not even gonna focus. Like we have a free Vengeance here, but we don't care because they're not gonna give it to us, and we need to apply pressure. We need to essentially, like, with the problem with this play is that we don't actually get him to lethal, so we're still gonna decimate, but we're still very healthy.
Battle stations. Artillery barrage.
If they can't kill us this round, we're good. Got him. Oof, that was still pretty close. That's crazy, considering how well we drew. Oh, no, I think, whoa. Got him. All right. Well, we do have 3 Scorched Earth, and that's the only thing we're gonna hard mulligan for. Like, we don't care about anything else. We're going for a full mulligan to find Scorched Earth, so we can just deny them the target's peak. We have a few turns to draw it. Attaboy! There we go. Pretty good hand, otherwise. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. There we go, Buru.
The sea is too shallow a grave.
If he passes here, he has like a Catalyst of Aeons, then we're just gonna pass back. Like, we're not gonna attack into... Yeah, no, come on. Come on, you think I was born yesterday? Yeah, that's fine.
Light is a lure in the dark.
I have glimpse, so... Yeah. Thought so.
I move forward.
Now we do strike. Get that the fuck out of here. I wish Buru like buffed when destroying a landmark. But I guess he has nothing against, you know, territory. Only people.
Reality is just your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly!
Mm-hmm. Cool story. Cool story, girl. And now Buru becomes Super Buru. I mean, I get it, you know. If I got to kill Zoe as well, I would all of a sudden become like way stronger. It makes perfect sense.
And one star's whipsy is another spark.
Where we go.
They retreat.
Well, we're gonna try to kill him here. We succeed. That's just that easy.
Hunt it down.
With grace and precision.
So yeah, exactly. So more Teemo, but this time with Freljord. That's interesting. I mean, I'm gonna keep the Scorched Earth because I have a feeling they have a Hexcore Foundry. Even though that could potentially help us though. So I'm not really sure that's a good idea. I kind of want to just do a full mulligan except for the Buru Sentinel. Even Withering Whale can be somewhat easily countered. And we got your boy Arak here we can showcase.
Light is a lure in the dark.
When tribe calls, a reply is proper.
Alright, a bit of an awkward start for them, clearly.
Hot on the trail. One step ahead.
Good combo. We get to buff this, and now we get to play you. And let's recycle one of those two. It's Ravenous Flock, which means... we're gonna do this. Because I don't care, at this point, I don't really care what my opponent does.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Honestly, I just want to power through. I could have been a little bit patient there, but I really want to go for a fast level up for my SWAIN. And I don't mind this Puffcat Peddler sticking by. Like they've had a very slow start, anyways.
Reporting in.
I move forward.
I can hit him hard here. Attack with bow since I got the Scorched Earth as well. Yeah, playing some mind games, get a good hit off on him. Get that go hard again.
I'll scout ahead.
No, you won't. Or maybe you will. We'll see. I mean, he's Freljord, so he definitely has to have like stuff like Troll Chant and the likes. Yeah. That's fine.
I've always been a fun guy.
I'm gonna go hard here. That is a level up, ladies and gentlemen. I actually don't mind. We just want to play you. We just play you, honestly. At this point, no, that's not damaged.
Victory awaits. Master your deeds.
Let's get that boy in there. Thermo beam, all right. Where are my go hards?
Nagakabura sends
Nagababura.
not and ready.
Now we're gonna Scorched Earth, the Peddler.
The homestead. By her will.
Drop him down to 10. Interesting, he must have a Troll Chant. Oh, well that's risky because it's Withering Wail. All right, Teemo, you laugh. Well, we'll see. We'll see who's laughing last. Of course he doesn't, bro. You enable a Ravenous Flock and a billion other things. That's just not a worthy block for you. Speaking of which, there we go. There's my go hard. Bro, that's not even that much. That's not even that much. I'm gonna go hard on you. I'm gonna go hard on you. Nope. Nah, we had enough of that.
Think I'm still like a yodel in uniform?
And we yordles in uniform do like a wump.
I can play you anyways.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
Right. Scorched Earth was from that. I drew the go hard, right? Bro, I don't remember anymore. I played a Scorched Earth. Yeah. Okay. I derped. Yeah, I definitely drew the go hard. So I actually want to not play this because I can draw a go hard now. Or pack your bags. Yeah. That's quite a bit. All right. Here we go. Pretty good. That's why I wasn't really in a hurry to deal with this X4 Foundry because they could just draw for me. And I generate a lot of very cheap cards, and the Go Hard game plan really loves excessive draw, so.
Push on without me.
And now we got this combo.
I aim to win, and my aim is excellent.
Ooh, story girl.
Me miss, Not by a long shot.
You talk too much. We definitely want to get rid of Caitlyn. Like, she can be very, very menacing. Like, a lot of damage is represented by her. So this Ravenous Flock will do the trick. I mean, they could have a Troll Chant or something. But that's pretty much it. Yep. Got him! That was a clean game. Could have been played quite differently, actually.
My conflicts end only one way.
Oh boy, it's my favorite archetype. The deck that totally doesn't trigger me every single time. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a full mulligan here, because not even Buru is that great, to be honest. I want to find my Gohards and my Vile Feast to enable the Ravenous Flux. They get the Sharkling, and is that a Rek'Sai turn 1? Hopefully not a Pike spell. We gotta keep track of that. We're gonna pass here for now. I could have gone for Vile Feast, Ravenous Flock, but I'd rather wait until my Buru here. Oh boy.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
Probably should have Vile Feasted this earlier. But I think I'd rather just, honestly, like, I'd rather just wait for the Catalogue of Regrets. We're gonna flock now.
By her will.
Hit him for 5. We need to block there because that's a bad draw out of the two. Like, I didn't want to flock there, but I had to because after double vulnerable, he can drag me with a 3-1. It's a lot of momentum in their favor. I think at this point, honestly. So they predicted on their non-attack turn. So unless they pulled a Pike spell turn 1, SWAIN makes the most sense here.
Fear the power.
Because SWAIN gives us a block that can survive one of these attackers. Alright, they just got the triple. Triple snout. Which is annoying. That's brutal. That's actually brutal.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
Yikes.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
Big yikes. Let's wait here. God. Oh my God.
How tedious.
How do we make it out of this? Like, I don't think we have a chance, right? No matter what I do, because copying this doesn't make sense, you know. We didn't even draw into the. That's why I'm not really sold on Glimpse Beyond in this deck. It just feels really clunky a lot of the times. But I mean, even if we Vengeance this and we Scorched Earth this, we block into this, they still have like more than enough lethal on us. You know, Vengeance here, this guy blocks here, and then that's 7, and there's just nothing. I mean, that's 7 power here at least, and that's lethal. So I grab your time, GG. I mean, triple snout, man. This is a really interesting matchup. The go hard game plan can go a long way here, but we need to it's Catalogue of Regrets. I'm gonna keep the Catalogue of Regrets, even though this may be greedy on my end, but I feel like this kind of mid-range matchup is the one in which
Quick hands make quick work.
the go hard plan can shine the
Watch
most.
your head.
We got the House Spider, you know, which is gonna give us some solid defense here. What I've noticed is that this deck loses a lot if they don't draw House Spiders. Like, I'm not sold on Glimpse Beyond in this deck at all, honestly. I feel like this deck is very clunky in that sense because Glimpse Beyond. That's why I took one out, right? Because Glimpse Beyond is so bad in this deck. If like honestly, like more than half of the times, it's just I don't know. It could have been built a little bit better. What we're gonna do here is we are gonna be playing Vile Feast. Because here's the thing, I want to enable this catalog value, right? But in order to do that and play Buru, like maybe I just have to be a little bit more patient and just do this instead. This is a Shapestone.
Rob 'em blind.
I can take the hit from this, and I can preserve these, but at the same time, I can trade one just to enable the Ravenous Flock, which I think is really important. Because now we play Buru. Ooh, this Scorch is actually really neat.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
Because Nagabapura,
Discipline and
they're
steel.
playing Vanguard Sergeant on Action Server. That's really interesting, actually. Is that good? That's not awful. You heard it here. That's not awful. We're gonna go ahead and pass. Yeah, let's find our pieces here.
Took care of the guards, boss.
Good. Now let me do my thing.
Shall we, dear wolf?
I'm ready, little lamb.
I like the idea of trading Buru into the Vikaran Bruiser by surprise. I actually like that quite a bit. We're gonna play Kindred here. Obviously, single combat is still a threat.
Knuckle time. Move or cease.
We're gonna go Glimpse. I mean, Glimpse is really neat here, right? Like, it's still good, but if you don't draw House Spider, it's really hard to enable. So I just don't see it as a 3 of ever. Now there's the single combat. Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine because now we got our target here for that.
They will.
As long as it's damaged, this can be easily dealt with. Okay, so no single combat, it seems. We can hold back on the Ravenous Flock for now, especially considering we have these Catalogue of Regrets. Anything but Spell Shield works for us because we have these Scorched Earths.
You're in good hands now.
Quick attack, that's fine. Gotta deal with that soon, though.
We do not linger.
Actually, this sharp side to this is very threatening, so I have double. Yeah, let's go with this.
Its heart beats fast now.
It knows.
Clear that. We lead off with the Ravenous Flock play. And now we go for the Scorched Earth.
The pulse fades away.
On to the next.
We don't attack with Kindred just yet.
skulls, bag loot. Blah, blah. She gets it.
We're gonna deal with that.
Deal with it. Wonder how much this is worth. This'll look great on my mantle.
We had to go for it there. I don't feel like they had single combat because they would have gone for it earlier. So they'd had to have drawn it very early on. So it was a risk worth taking, and we shut him down. We shut him down with Kindred, baby. Love it. Love it.
Punch it down.
With grace and
Oh, exactly.